Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dawn and Dreams. It is your lady, Ms.Z. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video. If you would, please make sure that you like and subscribe if this video resonates with you. Also, hit that notification bell so you're updated on all these sacred readings. If you would like to book a personal reading, personal video recorded reading from me, please go to dawnanddreams.com. The link will always be in the description box, along with other items that I sell in my shop. Now, this reading is going to be dedicated to shamans, healers, readers of all types, okay? Because the ancestors told me to do a reading specifically for people who do this work, all right? So if you don't do this work and you still want to get a message, it should be fine, no problem. But this is specifically for those people that have to, give out that extra energy, because sometimes you specifically need a message as well. Now, I'm going to be using some sacred cards, some rare cards. These are my cards from my ancestors, which I really appreciate them. These are also cards from my ancestors and brought to me by Jamila, who gifted me this deck. Okay, so shout out to her ancestors for coming through. Okay, so I didn't want to, I normally don't use these cards on the channel, but I said since she gave it to me, I'm going to gift it to you. Now, you can pick 3 images here. Oh, and just along with the announcements, guys, I plan on doing a healing session really, really soon. It's going to be a free healing session for everybody. After that, I'll probably have paid healing sessions where you can join, but this is going to be where I will be singing in African tongue, and you guys will be able to experience the healing. All right, but that's going to be coming later. I just wanted to prepare you for that. But anyway, let's get back to this video. All right, so this is going to be how you're going to pick. All right, I'm not going to say what they represent. I know what they represent, but I can't tell you. So you're going to pick a face. Which image are you drawn to? And look at it. Don't look at it, whether you're black or not. Don't look at it like that. Look at it like this is an ancestor. Which ancestor do you see taking form in this image? And I'm going to hold them up one more time. But for those of you who don't need it, it's just 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so this will be 1, 2, or 3. Okay, if you need more time, please pause the video, but we're going to get started with image 1. So those of you who picked number 1. So this is an ancestor that tries to contact you. Okay, this can be in the form of divination, but this is an ancestor that's good to actually work with through divination and also through your craft. Okay, this ancestor will be all about getting your hands dirty. Okay, and what I mean by that is not literally getting your hands dirty. It just means being connected to nature, knowing the herbs, knowing what works, knowing the bones, knowing the stones, things like that will really connect you to this ancestor. She is a warrior, okay? She will also help you fight any challenges. And let's see what messages that she has for you today. For some of you, you may even hear this ancestor's voice through your head. So for some of you already, you need to get more connected to nature. And the thing is, she's not afraid of her because in African terms, I want to say that there's not necessarily like a good or a bad, okay? You know, of course, there's things that are represented as evil, but everything kind of has a place. Yeah, you got good luck and protection, so she's very much a protector of your energy, so you don't have to be afraid. Uh-oh. Let me finish shuffling these cards here. Hold on 1 second, guys. Yeah, she's very much a watcher. She got a lot to say, too. Let's see what we got here. Ah, okay. Yeah, that too, okay? Because you got avoiding problems. And that's why I was talking about good and evil, because she's the type of spirit that if she got to get down and dirty, even when it comes to negative energy, that's what she's going to do. So you do need to formulate protection, get into your ritual. It's not just about protection, because a lot of times when you're doing spell work and you're getting into your practice, that's going to come along with it anyway. Okay, you're just going to naturally learn things to prepare your energy from any psychic attacks, anything that's going on outside of your work. But this also indicates to me that you may have a kinder spirit. This is just some of you, not all of you. Some of you may have more lighter spirits where you don't want to do too much, you know, that way affect other people, but you don't have to worry about that, okay? You just need to learn it, you know, because you knew I was a snake when you took me in. So she's also a watcher of any negative energy that's around you. So she'll see it. And she's the type of spirit that will take action. But not necessarily without permission. But the thing is, when you are a healer, a diviner, and a person, a shaman, you will attract a lot of energies, even in your own sacred circle. And some people you may even miss, okay? Nobody's perfect, you know, not even the greatest psychics in the world. I know a lot of them. You know, sometimes you're just going to invite in people that may not mean you the best. That's where that ancestor comes in to help you, to push those people out, to make you very aware of certain energies that are around you. That she's also an encourager of using your voice and using that dominant energy, because like I said, she's a warrior, you know, she don't play no games, you know. Okay, so you have oh, that's wonderful. All right, so you have spiritual growth, new gift. I haven't seen that card in a while. Okay, a way through. A way through represents to me cutting through spiritual realms. So do not avoid your problems. Don't avoid any conflict. Sometimes you have to go headstrong. I'm not telling you to, you know, do something crazy or go out and get somebody, but I am telling you that avoiding problems does nothing but create more problems. So find a way to unleash energy if you have it trapped, or also try to find ways to diminish conflict. If you have conflict with someone, or someone's bringing you negative energy and you're trying to avoid them. It's kind of like you have to open up or be open to all energies. And I know some people typically, and there are some people that are supposed to just be the light, and some people are just be in the dark, but you have an energy that needs to be more balanced. So get in touch with both energies, because you never know. You may have to protect your family members, your sisters, your brothers. I've had to. You never think these situations will happen to you, and it will. And you have to know not to necessarily go out there and attack that person. But if you know your herbs and your science, your spiritual knowledge, you don't even have to come at the person. You don't even have to look at them. You are already bringing war behind the scenes. And that's why you have no drama right here. Now, we understand you don't want no drama, but you still need to have your guards pulled up. So You have spiritual growth, new gifts. So a new gift will be coming in for you very soon through this time period of change. So you're going to be going through many changes in your life all around. But this is a very, very good thing. And with changes come new things into your life. So once you get away through with some of this right here, this new gift will show itself to you. I love new gifts. Not like that, but in a way, yes. Because it's fun discovering how you'll receive a new gift. May have to do a video on that. But anyway, you have pay attention to your health. I cannot stress that enough because the ancestors do look at that because you are the vessel, okay? You are the body. You don't want your body lacking or barely hanging on because how are you going to receive messages? How are you going to fulfill your soul mission? So do your very, very absolute best to, stay in control of your mental health and also your physical health. All right. You have following your passion. So you are on the right path as far as following your passion. You do want to do this. So if you've been thinking about it, continue on this path. If you're already on this path, give it all of your energy. Don't stop. Like Michael Jackson, don't stop till you get enough, okay? Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on. All right, anyway, it says I need a break. So you got a vacation coming up. If you don't, you want to start getting one planned. This will also connect you back to nature. A lot of times we even fear nature, and that sounds strange, but it's almost as if you're fearing to get out in the open in nature because living in the Western world, this is not for everybody, but just people who live in the Western world, a lot of times we're so used to and accustomed. Like me, back in the day, I used to make mud pies, get worms, all this type of stuff. And nowadays, I can't even think twice, doing that type of stuff. I'm not that afraid, but come on now. Stuff start flying, roaches are flying, all that type of stuff just freaks me out. But it's almost as if you're creating the energy that you're afraid of things that give you energy. Playing in the grass, all those things give you energy. And as a healer, you have to have that. And also it's showing that that's a part of your lineage anyway. So you will need to reconnect with nature. That will bring healing and that will also amplify your gifts. So if you wonder why you've been drained after a couple readings or after doing spiritual work or after creating, it is because you need more energy, okay? And that's how you spiritually charge without going to the store and getting batteries, okay? All right, so that is your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm going to go on to the next. Wonderful reading there. All right. For those of you who picked number 2, are you excited? Get excited. Okay. So let's go on to number 2. He is very, very serious about his work. Okay. So there's a lot of attention to detail. He represents the diviner. So he's going to be closely related to those of you who do like tarot readings, bone castings, shell readings, spiritual readings. Sometimes you don't even need all that. Sometimes you just intuitively have gifts. He's also very big on heritage and connecting to those things, those indigenous practices, following ritual, learning more about yourself. Okay, so he is guiding you along that way. Because as you can see, it looks like he's been initiated. Also someone who's preparing for ritual. So let's see what his message is for you. Staying in control and getting control of your gifts. Oh yeah, he's very serious about that. Okay. Oh, child. Okay. We'll keep these 3 cards out. He didn't want no more cards. You working with a spiritual, a serious spiritual worker, okay? These are for my people that get the urge to get out of bed at night and do spiritual work, okay? This ancestor is very persistent about your goals. This ancestor will affect your dreams, okay? Uh-oh. You see how he's wanting to pop up again? Don't that look like that picture? And what that say? Prepare for ritual. Spell work is needed. You don't play. These ancestors don't play, I'm telling you. When they want to make themselves known, they will do so. And trust me, he does. All right, let's get into this. Oh yeah, so there's a need for releasing energy. He wants you to get higher. Cut the cords with whatever is causing you a lot of tension and a lot of stress. Becoming more balanced. He wants you to align yourself so much with spirit. You're one and the same. Again, I can't stress that enough. This is a spirit that you're working with that takes the spiritual, I was going to say spiritual, the spiritual stuff very, very seriously. You can look at that picture and look at his eyes and tell you that. Meditation. Connecting to the ancestors is very, very important to him. In order to reach these goals, he needs for you to remove anything that's around you. And because you do divination, he takes that very seriously as well, okay? Because if you have a lot of things that are blocking you energetically, if you're doing things that are constantly weighing your spirit down, it keeps you on a frequency to where he cannot communicate as much as he would like to through your readings and the things that you are doing throughout your life. Get to a point of high elevation. Release the tension. Remain focused as well. When you set a goal for yourself, it is important for you to complete it. And I have to speak in a serious tone because that's the only way that I'm seeing. Every time I see this image, it's like just, it ain't too many games to be played. Like, this is a person that's very, very serious about you helping others and also you helping yourself. You will find something new to be invested in pretty soon because he's showing new passion, new energy. So there's going to be something new coming into your life very soon. That's going to be very enjoyable for you, but you have to have the energy that's going to be ready for it. He's the type of spirit that's not even going to allow new things to come into your life until you're ready for it. So, you know, he's a very person that works with the divine timing or revealing things to you at the right time. Like, basically, the example I can give is even with these certain cards. Like, I didn't have access to seeing these cards that might have been available for years. But your ancestors will not necessarily put that in your viewpoint until you are ready to see it. And be thankful for that, because if you come across things too early, you won't see the value in them. If you do things too early when you are not ready for them, you won't see the value in it. So certain things, if you work with your ancestors enough, they will postpone things on behalf of you until you learn to get in touch with certain things. So it's important for you to have a lot of meditation If you're working with creating items, because I see that too, yeah, you are definitely going to have a clean spirit. And that doesn't mean clean as in clean slate. That just means a lot of clarity and a removal of a lot of negative energy. You need to keep yourself, and it's hard not to necessarily say you won't be stressed out, because everybody does, but it's just saying that if you have a lot of pent up energy, or if you're holding things on your spirit, if everybody's stressing you out, that will affect how you operate. That will keep you more drained than what you have been. This is also for your elevation and your teaching and your knowledge, because a lot of your wisdom will come directly from the ancestors. It will not come from an outside source, meaning they're not going to send you to somebody else. Most of your knowledge is going to come from them. Now, when you're ready, they will seek a shaman for you. But there's also a need to have faith that you are the shaman. So to keep open communication with them and to keep knowledge coming in from them, healing is needed, and you also have deep trauma holds me. So be free with no regrets of the past, no guilt. Know that everything is balanced. I just wanted to see, was there anything else? And of course, meditation is going to be big for you. As above, so below. It just all, honestly, this whole message is about just being centered, removing toxic energy so that new energy can move in for you. Staying connected to your heritage and making that an important thing in your life, because you got so many bones, and bones represent ancestors, everything that walked this earth before. And rather you can see it or not, but even the dirt that you stand on when you go outside is the ancestors. So there's a lot to learn from all of these spirits, but if your mind is not quiet, a lot of times you won't hear it. But again, I guess I'm going to move on from this one, because I've been talking a long time on this one. But basically, healing is in progress. Even though trauma might have been holding you from the past, it is being uplifted. So you're on the right path. Don't think this is just a complete bad reading, because it's not. It's just to inform you that, hey, they want to get you higher elevation. And you have a really good ancestor on your side that's working with you to bring you to completion and to completions of your goals, and also to elevate you spiritually. For those of you who are really into your heritage and getting closer to that, you surely will, but this is the way that they want you to do that. Get in balance. Sometimes just sitting with the ancestors will help that, okay? Okay. Thank this ancestor for coming. All right, so those of you who chose number 3, many talents for number 3. Let's see, what is number 3's energy and what do they have to tell you? So the ancestor that you chose is all knowing and all wise. Okay? They had a long life here, and they're doing amazing work on the other side. So they communicate through stories. Stories and lessons. Okay, so if you pick this one, you know, you might feel like your life is just hard, or that you've been through a lot in your life, which a lot of people will say that about themselves. But, you know, there are some people that I'm like, wow, how did you even get through that? And you would be that spirit, because you have the elder spirit here. Oh. Let's see what he pulled out here. Good things are coming your way, though. You will go through a lot simply because you're trying to reach the goals and the heights of your ancestors. So if your ancestors have went through a lot, know that you're going through the same principles, and it may not be as rough as those ancestors, okay? Because the ancestors probably could have went through a lot worse. But if your ancestors set a standard of how high of goals that you can reach for yourself, you will go beyond, just the norm, okay? Basically working a 9-to-5 job, all right? And I say that because some people just have those really strong built ancestors that moved mountains, built the pyramids type of ancestors. And those, if that ancestor is in your lineage, which I really feel that all of us have one ancestor that's went beyond limbs, or many. But if you're aligned with the ancestors, because this ain't everybody, because a lot of people don't even acknowledge their ancestors have done that. But if you acknowledge that, then that basically means that you are going to reach those goals. And your life may not be easy because you are breaking boundaries, going even further than what your ancestors were able to do. And this lets you know that your ancestor did set the standard, because they got a lot of chief energy here. Lots of chief energy. An elder is looked at with the utmost respect. Ancestor, utmost respect. Yeah, you will experience a lot, and I ain't planning on talking about your life path, but that's just what's coming out. Yeah, you're going to go through a lot, but you're going to try to bring those dreams into reality, and that's what this ancestor wants you to focus on. Bringing those dreams into reality. Not to get too attached to anything, just feel, experience. This is how you become an elder, because an elder has touched ground in almost every aspect. An elder is stronger than the other two presences because they've already done that. They've already been there, done that. The elder can see through your soul. Most elders, do participate in divination, and it's not that hard, because they've already experienced so much divination. They don't even have to grab, anything, and they can, if they need to, they can grab some rocks and sticks and stones. But most of the time, that's not even necessary, because, they see themselves in you. It's like an old soul connecting to your old soul. You got this. Remember who you are. Okay. The main part coming from this one. If you got a birthday coming up, this ancestor is saying happy birthday. If not, just return to yourself. Be true to yourself and be true to who you are. All right. Allow your connections to grow. Don't lose faith in who you are, because you are a special source, okay? A source of great sources. Do not lose faith. That's why you gotta remember who you are. You will do many great things in your life. And again, most of your struggles was just in order to give you that history that you need to be an elder so that you can express and that you can speak on things. So everything is not without a cause or without a reason for your life. This ancestor may take a back pedal to certain things, but if you're willing to listen, this ancestor has stories to tell. Certain passions that haven't died out in your life are because you have something to do with them. So if you have many talents and you don't put use to them, they just go to waste. Just because you're not built to do that, just like if a person was a rapper and they say, well, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm too old, or I'm too this and I'm too that. That talent is just wasted. And you're going to be like, I wish I could have, would have, something, did this and that. The elder has experienced and lived his life. So you have to live your life to the fullest. That's what you're here to do. And through these experiences, you will help others. You are the wise soul because you picked the wise ancestor. And this is the one who works with you greatly, who teaches you greatly. And it comes through the form of experience. And you also have, I don't trust that voice. And for some reason, I was getting that it's hard to hear this ancestor. Older voices may be hard to hear, may be hard to understand. But if you're willing to take the time to trust what you're getting, things become clear. This tells me that you're very intuitive, but you may not give yourself enough credit about that. They don't put one more card on this, but honestly, this ancestor is just like, enjoy life. And as far as your path as the shaman and the healer, you're going to get that through just the trials and tribulations that you go through. Not to say that that's going to continue, but just realize that your story is an impactful one. It's a story that's going to be told to other people. The journey that you went down, the spiritual journey that you're going through, all of that is a part of what you're going to express to the world. The main thing for you is to experience, but also to bring your dreams to reality, to have no fear about it. Because you got the energy to where you're going to be reborn over and over again. But again, you're just living out these cycles and becoming wiser. So don't be angry at life when it's not the best. Because someone else's life may not be the best. And as the chief who's went through that, you're going to tell them, hey, everything's going to be all right. I've already been there. I've already done that. Also, you will be a person who studies a lot. So continue your studies. And that's not even from his ancestors. That's just me telling you that because, to be an elder, you have to learn a lot of things. And that's the part of tasting the fruit, going about different knowledges and different religions and tribes and things, investing your energy into different practices. You're probably not going to stay in one place because you're going to be going from round and round, but it's all a part of your own spiritual practice that you build. So it's important for you to have self-love, confidence in yourself, because you are destined to be a leader. And whatever you're going through, that he's telling you that this is going to come to pass. Also, hold on to those around you that give you strength and energy. I wanted to say that too. Hold on to those around you that give you strength and energy, because your family, your friends, those who really treat you right, even your lovers, those are the people that are going to be the most beneficial to you, because they're going to give you that energy when you feel less confident in yourself. Some of the most impactful leaders typically don't have as much confidence in themselves because they're on their own. They have to be the only person to say, hey, I'm going to lead the crowd. And a lot of times, so many people are leaning on them that they feel like they can't lean on other people. So with that being said, hold on to those people that you really can trust, because they're going to give you the energy, or they should be the people. All right, guys. So that is this reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe. And guys, I'll see you later. Peace out.